Hello, good morning. This is Catherine Boy. So, I'm in the process right now of letting all of my creativity out of my heart, out of my mind, and out of the archived folders that I've had hiding away for many, many years. And up until now, I used to wait for the perfect time to develop a full project or a full brand around anything that I wanted to release. And I've decided I'm not going to do that anymore. Life is now, and I don't know how much time I have. We all take time for granted. So I'm just going to dive in. Today, I was reading some of my old articles that I had posted on LinkedIn. And I thought to myself, wow, there's actually some great nuggets of inspiration or useful tools in here that could help other people outside of LinkedIn. What can I do about that? And I started to go down my classic rabbit hole of thinking of a book I could write, or perhaps, put it together on my website, or so on and so forth. And then I thought, you know what? What's faster? Why don't you just read the article, put it in a voice note, and share it wherever you want to share it, and take it from there. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to read this article, and I'm just going to go for it. And if I screw up, and I make a mistake, and I have to reread it, well, that's just reality. So if you enjoy listening to audibles or podcasts, then maybe you'll enjoy this. This article was written in July of 2019, and it's titled, How a Mantra and Meditation Made Me Stop Thinking That I Had a Mood Disorder. So here we go. Meditation. Have you tried it? I think there's ways we should expand on the categories and application of meditation in our lives. We should continue to adapt it for modern day society, the way we have with yoga. It seems when you mention meditation, a lot of people still imagine monks sitting cross-legged, closed eyes, chanting, and having to be silent for way too long. It seems difficult to some, boring to others, not useful to many. There are innovative apps like Headspace and Stop, Breathe, and Think that have helped introduce meditation to people in a new way. Thanks to good branding and well-executed UI UX, which is basically another way of saying app design, they are more light, contemporary, and enjoyable to use. I really liked using both of these apps and found that in time of very high stress, they helped me stay grounded, calm, and put my senses at ease so I could think more clearly. And by the way, my opinions in this article are not sponsored. While I'm a fan of these 10 to 30-minute sessions of meditation, I think the idea of micro meditation is just as helpful. It's about being more present and mindful throughout the day, not just while meditating, and knowing how to come back to your center and find balance. It's about being more self-aware, conscious. It's a mindset, really. When I was in my 20s, I could be emotionally volatile. I was never taught to label nor understand my emotions correctly. Thus, my inner voice wasn't equipped to develop better inner communication skills. My own mind misunderstood, misplaced, and misused my emotions, especially when under stress. I was basically constantly attacking myself because I didn't understand how to listen to or properly take care of myself. It was as if I never read the manual on how to be a healthy human. Did you get that manual, by the way? It tends to get passed down by those who raised you. It's this magical glowing book with 1,000 pages made from the fibers of ethically sourced banana leaves, with diagrams, instructions, and words of wisdom based in science and philosophy, not metaphorical tales told by groups of men in patriarchal societies. Yikes, did I go too far? The problem is, whoever raised you probably never got this manual either. So chances are that you didn't. Why? Because, well, it doesn't really exist. Side note, to those who base their beliefs in organized religions, I mean no offense. Truly, I respect most belief systems and have friends of all creeds, from atheists to Catholics, Muslims to Jews, and from Buddhists to those who worship Pachamama. I love to listen to, learn from, and appreciate all of them. For me, I believe all is possible. Nothing is absolute, and I choose to focus on whatever brings more love, peace, and nature to my life. I believe in coexisting. Well, lucky for me, I was taught to be self-reflective and take accountability for who I am as a person. So I realized my emotional volatility was a problem and sought solutions. The highs and lows of my moods, from feeling super excited about something to feeling overwhelmingly anxious and depressed, made me almost certain I had a mood disorder. I used to wonder if I was borderline, bipolar, manic depressive. Sometimes I felt hopelessly broken. Sometimes I chalked it up to being an artist. But because I prefer to believe that we are guided by something in the realm of the divine, cosmic, and/or responsive to energy, I went inward before going outward to look for answers. Sitting alone in my room, at that point I was around 22, living in the garage of my family's house in SoCal, working on my first startup, I decided I needed a convenient mental tool to get me in tune with difficult moments and to be more myself, not some walking knot of confusion. So I decided on using a mantra: mind, body, soul. When I'd start to feel the volume of an emotion, especially the negative ones, get too high, I'd close my eyes and repeat in my head, mind, body, soul, until the emotions quelled. Why? Well, for me, it was a reminder to find that soothing balance and harmony between what was going on inside my mind, my body, and my soul. Spirit, heart, call it what you will. It's that intangible thing that moves you towards illogical actions that bring you genuine joy. The mantra made me check in with myself to help in a sort of self-guided meditation process. I'm going to share with you the series of questions I would ask myself while focusing on this mantra. Mind, body, soul mantra questions. Mind. What am I thinking about? Am I worried about something, and how can I identify it? Are my inner voices negative or positive? Am I being my own worst enemy or my own cheerleader? Can I solve whatever is worrying me? Is it so important or threatening that I need to get this worked up? Am I being overreactive? Am I making assumptions or jumping to conclusions? Am I being fair to myself and anyone else involved with this moment? Am I trying to control someone or something versus being more accepting and understanding? Is my mind racing or doing circles? Can I slow that down and allow space to think more clearly? Body. Where am I right now? Is this a safe and peaceful place, or is it an environment making me uncomfortable? Am I in physical pain or discomfort, and can I help myself to feel physically better? Should I stretch for a moment? How's my breathing? Should I take a few deeper breaths? Am I in a good body position, and are my muscles tense or relaxed? Am I wearing my glasses, or are my eyes unnecessarily tired and overworked? Have I been looking at my computer screen too much, and do my eyes need a rest on some nature for a while? Tip: connecting to nature always helps. Having animals and plants in your life is like 99% mandatory to be healthy and happy, in my opinion. This is when I would almost always take a few minutes to deepen my breathing, adjust my body posture, dry any tears, roll my shoulders back, move my neck, squeeze and release tension in my hands, raise my head high, and find myself in a more neutral state. Once my mind was quiet and my body relaxed, I'd move on to the last part. Soul. How do I feel right now? Am I feeling happy and aligned with what I am doing today? If I'm not happy, why? Can I adjust my attitude to find the positivity in whatever is going on? Can I learn or grow from this situation? Am I justly unhappy? And can I communicate with others about it for resolution? Am I ignoring my own instincts or my heart? Am I living too much in my mind and forgetting what my soul and heart is asking for? What can I do, or how can I shift to be more in tune with my inner core, my essence, heart, spirit? Is it a temporary adjustment, like taking a moment to just enjoy a drawing or playing guitar to reconnect? Or is it a shift in the direction I'm going with my decision making? After this process, the storm would pass. The clouds would part, rainbows and rays of sunshine would pour all over me. I could hear the birds singing again, and my cravings for French bread and Cadbury's milk chocolate would turn to a craving for a nutrient-dense fruit smoothie and Waldorf salads. Yes, specifically. My musical playlist switched from the Sinead O'Connor and Portishead types to Celia Cruz, Rat-a-tat, and Fakir types. The wicked ice witch would melt away to reveal a sunny hula girl once again. Over the years, this process became easier and quicker to apply. Combined with lots of reading, sessions with different therapists, including more healthy foods and fitness in my life, I kept growing and expanding. Like they say, it's all about the journey. Now, in my mid-30s, I'm in a new phase of my life, and this is where I apply the micro meditations daily. When I feel a spike in my emotions, uncomfortable, upset, or just out of whack, I check in with myself in that moment. Sometimes I'll stop what I'm doing just for a couple of minutes and tap into the world around me. Maybe that means focusing on the birds chirping and wondering what they're tweeting about, rather than being concerned I've let my own social media go for too long, or maybe it's running my fingers through my dog's fur and giving him little paw massages, instead of being frustrated about the client who's super late on payment. Or it might mean stepping away from the desk to brew a fresh cup of coffee and being aware of the physical pleasure of the process. The feeling of the cool ceramic mug in my hands, the ruffling sound of opening the soft paper bag of beans, the bittersweet aroma filling the air, the rich brown color of the coffee grains. These small moments of meditation throughout the day have become so normal for me that it's a lifestyle now. It's changed the way I think, react, and behave to almost everything. I feel peaceful, energized, aligned, happy, and confident, even under extreme pressure. I've developed a few other fun mental tools and philosophies over the years, but I'll share them later. There are still a few things or people that do get under my skin, like that monster's claw in Eleven's leg in Season 3, Episode 8 of Stranger Things, The Battle of Starcourt. I'm still human and certainly not a saint. The journey to be one's best self is lifelong. So now I'm going to wrap this up with a few questions for you to ask yourself over the weekend. 1. Are you living a life aligned with your ethics, values, and passions? 2. Are there things you can do to work on being a better version of yourself for you and for those you love? 3. Could it be time to read a new book or take a class that will help you expand beyond your current state? 4. Could it be time to try a new activity or app that will allow you to meditate or practice peace? 5. Can you love yourself a little bit better, talk to yourself with more optimism, and breathe a little deeper? The opinions expressed here are solely my own and do not express the views or opinions of mentioned apps, TV shows, or any social media application in which you are finding this. Thank you so much for listening, and if you enjoyed that, please let me know, because your feedback will allow me to say, okay, I should do more of this. This is supporting other people. And if it's not for you, then either don't say anything or politely let me know. Thank you so much for listening. I love sharing with y'all. Have an amazing day.